rocket like rocket fuel.
S-T-R-O. Yeah.
How many of y'all came to win?
Oh, they asking my name, huh?
You ready?
S-T-R-O. I ain't come to play with you.
Yeah.
Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up.
Yeah.
I can't spend the day with you. I'm minding my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright.
On a pretty gray and hazy day here in Southern California, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Los Angeles. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Seattle Seahawks and the Los Angeles Rams. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And that's complete to McCaffrey. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down.
The line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Second and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Tight ends on Ringo.
Back to throw now on second and 10. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. On play action, Brissett. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. Certainly not the cleanest of starts to this football game. Back-to-back plays yield turnovers in this first quarter.
So there's not much flow right now. A very choppy game. And I know this. It's a copycat league. We say it all the time about the NFL, but I'm not quite sure this is what they had in mind about something they wanted to emulate.
No, you don't want to emulate a turnover. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Going up top for Kupp. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, second down. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10.
Mike 2.
carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
So the penalty certainly helps them out as they come up on 2nd and 5.
Right here, right here. Check it back, check it back.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They'll try and run for it. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. Remember, that was 4th and a full 2 yards. There's a big difference between that and 4th and maybe 6 inches or a yard.
Yeah, you're exactly right, because when it's at 6 inches, you just fall forward and you pick it up, right? You just go quarterback sneak. But having to move bodies, that means you actually have to execute, because they know what you're going to do. How are you going to make the right play call and get everyone into the right spot and win at the line of scrimmage? That's what they did there.
No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 on the Seahawks 39-yard line.
Mike 2, Mike 2. Ain't no such thing as a label.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Eluding the pressure right. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
They'll set up the throw. What a spin. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 27-yard line.
And I know you can't really see it, but that play spells frustration with a capital F for the guys on defense. They covered everyone else, end up going to the running back out of the backfield, and he picks up a back-breaking 1st down.
Mike 2, Mike 2.
Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Mike 54. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Shoot, shoot, shoot. 66. Pull it. Now.
2nd and 9 now. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And this one will be brought back to the 22. 1st quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
And they're able to to get this one across the 35. First down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to float this one deep right. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DeAndre Hopkins, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Seahawks 7, Rams nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that?
And got his man complete. And all the way down to the 35. A huge play that time for the Rams. And even 40 yards. Second quarter now from Los Angeles. It is the Rams in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
But nothing takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And Old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
He's going to look deep for more. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his 2nd of the game. Instead, 4th down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
At the 23-yard line.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. A throw out wide caught by Hopkins. DeAndre Hopkins, he's all alone. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DeAndre Hopkins, 77 yards. And the Seahawks get the quick strike touchdown. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now 14-0.
Rams nothing.
after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Nothing there, no gain, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 15.
It's now 3rd down and long.
The Rams on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. To throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Here comes the Rams punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. That's taken on the 25. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly?
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Kiki QT, 76 yards. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Elliott good with a PAT, and it's now 21-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half. Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Hey, watch that. Watch the
They'll look to throw here. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there, huh? Mike, two. Watch two. Watch two. Watch two.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here, but he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
A first down throw for Brissett. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack by Harold Landry, the former Boston College Eagle. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
To throw, Brissett. He's going to let this one go deep. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. A big play that time for the Seahawks. And even 50 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
All right, we get slap happy up here sometimes. He'll get only 2 there, and it's second and goal.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to third and goal. This is third and goal. Brissett looks to throw, fires right side, and that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down. Now Jake Elliott for the field goal try. This an easy one, 23-yarder. And Elliott puts this one through. And that stretches this lead even further. It's now 24-0. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my thing.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive.
Yeah. Motion. Hey, check motion man. Put your hands on him. Get hands on motion man. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Wild Bill. They'll
look to throw. He's going to look deep for more. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. Oh, and the hard count might have got him. This might be a first down. As an inside linebacker, got to be a little bit more poised.
No doubt about it, because they get a little bit of flexibility, especially when they're trying to stuff a gap. You know, we get that double A gap look. This time he got too eager and got too deep into the backfield.
Good work that time to get him to jump, and now here's 1st and 10.
Let's see what you got.
They'll drop the throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. He'll look to throw. That'll be caught by Cup. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 28.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Choose the mic. We got it. Hustle. Mike,
They'll set up to throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Trey Burton, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up second down.
It's second down and 10.
Set, hut, 70 ending. Go. Let's get that ball right here. Choose the mic.
I'm trying to collect.
He's coming. We got double up. Come on. Match box. Mike. Bravo.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
We own them.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Tack McKinley in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Here comes the Rams punter now as he's on here to punt it away. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. This one taken from the 7. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just...
And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense.
They need a stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3-score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
After the sack on first down, Brissett, he's going to air one out. He rifles one that's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. 33 yards that time.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. The Notre Dame man, Jalen Smith, able to get a hand in and knock it away.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Shift. Peek out.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off inside the 10. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Or has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shorts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now Brissett looking for Campbell downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I think someone's going to get into QB1's ear when he gets to the sideline. Already thrown an interception. That one should have been picked. Look, let's just be honest about it. That would be the 2nd person in his ear because he's hearing it in the huddle right now.
Not the start to the game he wanted. Like you said, the pick on the opening drive, 2nd drive, not much better. Looking for Campbell downfield. And that is incomplete.
But they're certainly being aggressive here. It's like being a sprinter in a 100-meter dash, exploding out of the blocks, trying to push the ball downfield. Guaranteed this defense better be on their toes. They're going to be tested all game.
They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This will be fielded at the 17. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bilal Nichols. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. They're going to look to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. He's got a man complete. They give him a gain of 38. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
Looking to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. And an alley to run. And a loose football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
Should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A big play there. His third touchdown now on the year as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Elliott now to add the extra point. And the lead will grow by one more.
Makes the score Seahawks 41, Rams nothing. Jake Elliott set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 22 yards there, a first down.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they call the field general.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Choose the mic all day.
He'll look to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. And he'll give it here to his running back. Able to pick up a healthy chunk of yards, 7-yard gain, but a tough 3rd and 9 upcoming. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Here we go. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up.
That's the
Kill,
end
kill,
of the
kill.
third
Turn up.
quarter with the score Seahawks 38, Rams nothing.
The Rams on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 9.
Hey, watch that.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Woods. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
It's 4th down.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Open man is Trey Burton. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Now back to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
3rd down, here's McCaffrey. And an alley to run. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pick up there of 20 yards. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. From 19 yards away. And it's for pride now, but the Rams do get a bit closer. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no zero. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it. And he is not going to make it to the end zone. And that's pretty reflective of their game as a whole as they'll remain down by a bundle. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 35. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's second down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 10.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
The Rams on third down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 10.
Choose the mic. Zoom. 2. Watch 2. Watch 2. Watch twist. Watch the twist.
The setup, a throw. Escaping the pressure right. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. Quarterback was hit.
On second down, it's Bryant. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And now defensively they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
Mike 5-4. Let's go, D.
It's 3rd and long for Brissett. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's caught inside the 35. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So another score there. And often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. Elliott good with a PAT, and that will extend this big lead.
45, Rams 6. Jake Elliott set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On play action, they'll throw. Complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 25 yards that time. On first down, it's Woods. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What, is it 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Letting one go deep for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Here we go. Here we go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54, Mike.
He'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. And they're going to get him down well short of the first, as he can only get this to about the 19. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball.
Set up.
Mike spot 4. Mike spot 4.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Watch the pass.
Mike spot 9. Danny. Mike.
From the gun, here's Bissett. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. And now this is either a fake or their coach is delusional, or both here. And as is to be expected, this is nowhere near being good from that distance. And this score will stay right where it is. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Seahawks, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Los Angeles, the downward spiral continues as they drop to 0-6 now. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.